Hello, my little bonbons. My name is Alice Sweets. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing part 3 of my series of Drag on a Dime. We are talking about the fashion, we are talking about the clothing, the dresses, and the accessories that kind of bring into the drag queen style. So we talked about the makeup, we talked about the wigs, and now we are talking about kind of the accessories and the clothing of it. And one of the best things you can get for being a man or anything like that is a corset. And a corset basically shapes your body to give you a figure. So normally you have boobs, and then a corset, and then a padding. You can make your own kind of pads for foam and everything. They normally say to make shape it out of Africa. So that's a good idea. You can get foam for fairly cheap if you know where you can, or kill a couch. That's what they also normally say. But corsets, they can come from 15. They can normally come from $9 to like $15. This was about $15. The new one I do have is about 15. It's very like $15, and it's very good for something that's $15. But I personally feel like it doesn't give me the shape like this one used to. So I'm trying to figure that out and how to actually balance the shape kind of thing, because I do like more of a cinched body, but this one just gets my body flat, which I don't really honestly appreciate. And then there is something called the petticoat. Wait, I should probably not do the petticoat until we do the padding. Padding's kind of this thing. I got this for like $9 or whatever. Basically gives you that more of a round kind of thing near your bottom and near down below. So basically gives you more of a hip area if you don't, especially most of men, because they're normally kind of slit down. They're normally like an arrow. But if you want, you can get your corset and then kind of pattern. This is what I normally do. But I'm wearing a dress that doesn't really have a lot of shape in it. But if you're wearing something more tighter, that's very good for it. And normally, I think duct tape would, like, if you duct tape kind of like the spine thingy, so the opening of it, so it doesn't really see it that much, that would be good. Also, you can more kind of cinch it in with the duct tape. And then there's the petticoat, kind of doing it more of a smaller skirt or kind of a vintage dress kind of thing. You can use a petticoat. This was like $10, and basically it poofs up the dress more. And normally my kind of style is actually kind of vintage. It's kind of gothic kind of thing. That's what I normally get. So like the best thing I can show you is kind of like this. This was about $15. Maybe it was $10. I'm not sure. But it's kind of a more vintage kind of gothic style. Especially when you're starting out, you kind of personally lean to the vintage kind of style, because normally those dresses are very nice for a short price of like $15 to $20. You can get something like this. And normally, I really like Halloween. Halloween, obviously, I kind of have a Halloween dress on. So Halloween is kind of the thing that I normally do. I had to sew this in because it was much bigger. And also, the sizing of these dresses, you never know what you're going to get until you actually have gotten into the dress yourself and you see it for yourself, because Lord Jesus knows how many dresses I have ripped. Lord Jesus knows how many dresses that have not fit me because of the sizing. You never know. It's kind of a gamble when you shop online. So basically, you can be a medium in yourself as a man, but you have to go large or extra large. Doesn't mean you're fat. Just means that you may have to actually do that. It's just what it is. So yeah. So my kind of style is kind of a 1950s motherhood kind of style. I personally like that. I personally like the vintage style. That's what I personally go for. If I could go for like the 1800s Victorian style, I think I would. I want those kind of styles. But the 1950s is not that bad. So I kind of like that style. These are the kind of dresses that I personally try to find or try to wear. I personally like the longer dresses, but normally most of all the stuff I have is short. It's just that I personally like the ones that hit the floor. I think they're more elegant and more beautiful, and I want to feel like a goddess, and that's what makes me feel like a goddess. And if that makes you feel like a goddess, or if you want to wear pants or whatever, that's perfectly fine. Pants and everything, you will have to find a top and all that, but it's not that hard. Another place that you can probably find is the thrift store. The thrift store is a wonderful place to actually get things for cheap and custom make it yourself. They always say if you're gonna buy something make it your own. So glitterize it. Just make it your own. I'm not at that level stage. I know how to sew, but making the patterns and making all that kind of stuff is not my forte. I know how to sew a button on. I know how to sew fabric together, but just making the clothes is my difficulties. I have tried multiple times, but just has not worked for me until I have figured out how to make the patterns and the right physiques for my body. Then I personally have to struggle with that. But I have many designs I want to do, many ideas. So hopefully, when I do get much better, I will personally make my own costumes. And making your own clothes and everything like that is very good. It's very good for handling, and it's just a really good technique to actually learn. Also, like, what else can I say? There's different styles of dresses that you can find. Just look up dresses and find the ones that you like. They're normally not that expensive. They're normally they're not they're not very cheap and everything. You can get many different colors and maybe many different sizes. Also, to hold up your boobies, if you do have boobies, you must get the bras. The bras are everything. Um, Basically, they hold up what you have, unless you want to glue it on, unless you want to be a strapless kind of dress or something like that. Also, there are things called silicone breasts. You can Google them. You can get them for many different prices and many different sizes. And they basically kind of, as of what they are, my friend likes to call them chicken cutlets. The breasts that are like kind of a teardrop with maybe a nipple on it, and it's very squishy and very silicone. So it gives you the illusion that you have breasts. And it's very fun to squeeze if you want to squeeze them. I mean, they're your own boobs, so you can do them. And also, there is a breastplate, which is basically kind of thing where they have a neckline, which most drag queens who are very successful actually do have, which is kind of given more of illusion, so you don't have to shade, you don't have to do anything, you just get there. So basically, it's kind of a silicone thing that wraps around here to basically here where your boobs are, and it just gives them more of a natural look. But they have necklaces to blend in where the harsh line for the silicone ends. So that's very good. What else can I say? Be careful of the sizing. That's one of the worst things you can do. Lord knows I sneeze hulked out of many dresses, and it's very sad. I have a dresser full of, sadly but truly, death of dresses, and may there was in peace. But normally you get them from online, from Asia or China or anything, so you just have to remember that. It doesn't mean you're fat, it just means that they are much skinnier than you. So thank you very much for watching my video. My name is Alice Sweet. Tell me what you want to watch in the next video. I'm probably going to do actual accessories and the shoes and everything like that for next video. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help a little gay boy and an address. Bye!